Hello everybody, it's Father Richard Gonzalez here. This past week we celebrated the fourth week of the season of Lent. This Friday, March the 19th, was also the feast day or the Solemnity of St. Joseph, the spouse, the husband of the Virgin Mary. This is also the year of St. Joseph, instituted by Pope Francis. What a wonderful time for us to reflect upon the life, the faith, and the fatherhood of St. Joseph. But before we continue, and before I forget, just one more thing. If you enjoyed this YouTube video, consider giving it a thumbs up like, subscribing to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and hitting the notification bell and the all tab so you are notified of all future videos on my YouTube channel. Yeah, so just a few months ago, about 3 months ago, on December the 8th, 2020, Pope Francis issued an apostolic letter titled With the Father's Heart, in which he reflects on the 150th anniversary of the declaration of St. Joseph as being the patron of the Universal Church. And I do have a link to his letter down below in the description box. To celebrate this anniversary, Pope Francis proclaimed a year of St. Joseph from December the 8th, 2020 to December the 8th, 2021. In his apostolic letter, the Pope describes St. Joseph in several ways: as a beloved father, a tender and loving father, an obedient father, an accepting father, a father who is creatively courageous, a working father, a father in the shadows. And Pope Francis incorporated these virtues of St. Joseph during this time of the COVID-19 pandemic to show how we can see the importance of, quote, ordinary people who, although are far from the spotlight, exercise patience and offer hope to all of us every day. Pope Francis said that these humble people resemble St. Joseph, whom he describes as, quote, the man who goes unnoticed, a daily discreet and hidden presence, and yet who played, quote, an incomparable role in the history of salvation. And it is true that St. Joseph has a discreet presence within the Gospels. He is not present during the adult public ministry of Jesus Christ, which suggests that he may have died before Jesus began his public ministry. However, Joseph was present during the important formative years of Jesus' younger life. And like any dad, Joseph worried about his young son growing up. In a choice for Friday's Gospel, we find Joseph and Mary worried when they discovered their son was lost. When they finally found him, the young Jesus said to them, "Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house?" When Jesus said, "My Father," he was referring to God, not Joseph. St. Joseph reminds us that God often asks us to fulfill an important role in the life of another person for a period of time. So, if you will, Jesus graduated from Joseph because he had to be busy with his Father's work, his Heavenly Father's work. Joseph did indeed have an important role, a vital role in the life of his son, but Joseph had to let him go. Joseph had an important role to play in Jesus' life, but he had to let him go to fulfill the work of our Heavenly Father. St. Joseph's life reminds us that we all have some role to play in God's greater purpose. So we are often called to be a Joseph figure for other people, being there for them, but knowing when to let them go, that they may fulfill God's purpose within their lives. Joseph had to learn to love his son while leaving him free for whatever God was asking of him. In that sense, we can all look to St. Joseph as someone who embodies a love that is generous without being possessive, faithful without being controlling, and trusting in the mystery of God without fully understanding. May God bless you today, tomorrow, and always, and I'll see you real soon.